Let's react to this one really fast. I'm always pretty sure Triple Tonic and Cashback is completely busted and will be nerfed. I've always used magical footwear because of 300 gold value plus the 10 extra mass. But I've been running Triple Tonic and Cashback recently and it's completely busted. You get way more tempo even early on. With Triple Tonic Cashback on your first item, you get around 300 gold, which is enough for instant boots. Usually even earlier than magical footwear. And from that point on, Cashback just outscales magical footwear entirely. Having the adaptive potion is also huge, especially on fighting champions, since it gives you a real edge during skirmishes. The level up potion is nice too, getting an extra level in ability and hitting 5 points at level 12 feels amazing. Stop using anything but Triple Tonic Cashback, it's going to get nerfed 100%. So this is quite interesting, because I was looking at some data as well, and Cashback is looking quite strong from data point of view, right? But my problem is that this threat is using very wrong way to evaluate the strength, because it is comparing two runes together, Triple Tonic and Cashback, versus Magical Footwear, which is only one rune. The comparison should just only be Cashback versus Magical Footwear. It should never be Triple Tonic and Cashback. Because he's saying that with Triple Tonic and Cashback on your first item, you get around 300 gold. He's counting the 60 gold that you get from Triple Tonic as well, which is wrong, right? But yeah, I think Cashback is good on champions that, first of all, probably buy expensive items maybe. And then second of all, especially that they want free gold, but they don't need boots, I guess. Or they already have high base MS, or they want to buy boots early. Then it becomes a little bit better. But yeah. Yeah, footwear is better than Cashback if you don't need boots early. It is true. Footwear is still better. Do I not play Taliyah anymore? No, I don't. I think she's not that good anymore. I mean, Riot has nerfed her damages, and her items got a little bit nerfed over time, like Lianji and Seraphs. I don't like Identity of Taliyah. She's simply... I don't like playing a champ that has only 2 damage spells. She just feels like a spam Q type of champion, you know, and I don't like her too much. But I say Taliyah feels more like a support character than a damage dealer. Yeah, definitely. How is Twisted Fate nowadays? Twisted Fate is just a gold card throwing bot. You pick TF, your entire job is to literally just make one of your teammates be ahead and just throw gold cards for them. Twisted Fate is like, in a way, he's like a bad thing for your team, because he takes resources, but he doesn't do well with resources. He's a mid laner, so he takes a lot of gold and XP, but he doesn't translate the gold into XP very well throughout the game, because the champion does not scale well with gold. And with XP, I mean, he scales well with W points and Q points, I guess, but the E points are irrelevant if you're APTF, right? And then he gets even more gold because of passive, right? So the passive incentivizes you to have high farm, but you have high farm, but your champion doesn't translate that farm with like gold into items that well. Because the thing is, once you're 1 or 2 items with TF, you're the same champion as you are when you have 4 items. There's no difference. You're basically still just a gold card throwing bot. Do I think TF is weak and you can't climb with it? No. But do I think TF is fun to play? Also no. That's kind of the problem, right? Even if the champion is not necessarily weak, it's just not fun to play. If Twisted Fate was released in 2025, his E would never be a passive ability. It's just Twisted Fate kind of suffers from having an old kit, and because his W is such an overpowered spell, the rest of the kit has to kind of be whatever for the champ to be remotely balanced. 7 days ago, that's a little bit of an old clip, but I haven't seen it. His face is already looking like he's about to... Okay, let's see it.
I'm so triggered every time I queue for the shit game. I can't play the game. I cannot play. They counterpick support. My jungle gets every kill and refuses to help my lane. He just plays for himself because he's a douche.
Kaisa Poppy versus Corki Nami. Yeah, that's a little bit of a rough matchup. Let's just put it that way. That is a bit rough.
The jungle main. All of them are the same. All that exists to them is their dog shit fucking camps. That's all that exists on their map. Camps, camps, camps. Nothing else exists in the game. Just fucking dog shit camps. If they miss, if they
Well,
can't pick one
yeah.
camp to win the game, they're fucking retarded. Holy shit, I'm mad.
Okay, man.
And I can't fucking play anywhere. I can't play on mid waves, I get one shot because I have dog shit poppy champ. I can't play top because I'm into level 14 jacks. Fuck off.
This is still on the old map. It's 7 days old. I mean, as an AD carry player myself, I do relate to his pain sometimes. Question for everybody. Who's gonna kill Sao in this game? We have Echo, bad at killing tanks. Lee Sin, terrible at killing tanks. Nico, horrific at killing tanks. Tristana, okayish. So my champ is the only one that is remotely good into Sion, but he can just buy a rando in Zoman and become unkillable. I need Borg this game, bro. Okay, let's stop with Borg on ADCs. You know what Bao said a couple of days ago? Lianji, Borg, Zonya, and Antihil are the low elo baits of League of Legends, and I couldn't agree more. Every time somebody mentions Borg on ADC, you just gotta automatically assume it's a low elo player. Although I would argue that Anti-Heal does have its uses obviously, and so does Zonya, but it is true that low elo players think Zonya is the most OP item in the game, even though it's a bad item in most cases, and same goes for Anti-Heal. They think that, for example, the low elo players think that LDR is always worse than Mortar Reminder, and it's like literally the opposite. LDR is almost always better than Mortar Reminder, unless obviously they have a lot of healing. You know what Riot's mistake is when it comes to Gangplank? Gangplank hasn't been meta in a long time. I think it's years at this point. And the last time he was in meta, he was very strong and then Riot nerfed his passive. You know what I think Riot's biggest mistake is when it comes to Gangplank? They always overbuff his passive. When Riot needs to put Gangplank into the meta by buffing his E, man. They need to make the character all about E. Because that's the spell that has the most counterplay. I don't know why Riot decided back in the day to buff passive Gangplank and then he auto-attacks you once and one-shots you with true damage. It's stupid. I really like... I want to make a rant about Aphelios one day. I feel like this champ is so wrongly stated. I think this champion's identity is weird. Like, it's not even about the kit or the spells. It's about how the numbers are on the character. I hate how little he has to auto-attack. I hate how bursty he is and how fragile he is. Like, if there was only a middle ground, everything would be so much better, but there isn't a middle ground and it pisses me off. Like, Aphelios mains enjoy that Tryndamere can do one crit and almost kill you. And this is not the Tryndamere problem, this is just Aphelios' problem. He dies to everything. I feel like it's such a lame way to play this, like, for the champion to be. I feel like the champion would be way more fun if he just had less damage and a little bit more survivability, you know what I mean? If it was more balanced the other way around. I feel like the champion would just be more fun. It's an ADC thing, not Aphelios? No. You guys are absolutely coping. Other ADCs are infinitely less squishy than Aphelios. I play a lot of ADCs. Even Jinx doesn't have this big of a problem as Aphelios does. And I have tons of Jinx games. I wish this champ was slightly tankier and slightly less damage, bro. I would be willing to take that trade any day of the week. Oh, you know what I wanted to say? One of the problems I have with Aphelios, and this might be a hot take, but that's just a me feeling, okay? I think his Rat ultimate sucks. Late game. Like, his Rat ultimate is probably too strong early game because of the heal. And then completely garbage late game. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't that Rat ultimate have an 80 scaling? Make it so it actually heals you something late game. Like, what the fuck, bro? That shit is useless. I don't get it. Completely useless. The numbers are completely weird on this champion. Is my entire point. Like, the numbers need to be rebalanced and then he will feel a lot better to play while being basically same identity.